once again here with my man Mr. Wright.
Yo,
What's up? What's up?
ain't nothing, man. What's going on?
Not too much. Not too much. So last time we was here, we was talking a little bit about your Perfect Penmanship album, a little bit about yourself.
Yeah.
And I know you kind of riding the wave of that Perfect Penmanship album, but I just wanted to kind of get a idea of what your process is when it comes to you putting together your albums.
Well, what you see is what you get. You know, I get beats, and I like to take a drive and ride around to them. You know, I think I listen to music in the car more than anywhere else, so that's where a lot of my inspiration is drawn from. And you know, I'll get a beat. If I like what I hear, I'll start writing to it. Then I make sure I, listen to that same song in the car. And if I get that feeling, then it's just looking like it's time to go with it. So, it's just it's a weird little process because I can't physically write while I'm in the car, but that's where a lot of the ideas for songs come, and it's where I'm able to zone and focus, so I can cut everything off and just focus on the specific task at hand, and become with it from there.
Okay. Now I know you working on that Coded Language album.
Yeah, Coded Language is the follow-up to Perfect Penmanship. We're looking probably next summer or next fall. Summer or fall of 2012, I think, is when I think I'll be pretty much done with the wave of Perfect Penmanship. So.
Okay. So I describe the concept of that album.
Well, Coded Language. I like speak, in my everyday language. I speak in code, specifically in my records, because I talk a lot about the relationships that I've been in, or the people that I'm in certain situations with. And I do that specifically because they're not in the music industry. You know what I'm saying? I may have a homeboy that's into not so legal means of, making money, and I can't put his, entire situation out there like that. I'm not in the business of telling on anybody. Or, a woman that I'm dating at the time, she's not a part of the music industry, so I kind of like keep her separate,
Okay.
And I talk about just about everything in my life except my relationships. Like that's the one thing I like to keep private. So, but I go through a lot with these women, so it gives me inspiration to write about it. And when I'm writing about it, I want to tell a story. I can't necessarily, just put their name in there, because I'm not the type of dude to shit on them like that. Although, I guess I should, but I just ain't that dude. So I speak in like code. Like I'll say something. Like one of my main nicknames, if you will, for a woman I'm seeing is my co-pilot. You know what I'm saying? Because I always try to say I'm fly or I'm fresh or whatever. So the woman beside me, that's my co-pilot. So, if it's somebody that I've been dating for a couple of months or whatever, and we're, probably on the verge of getting serious, I will initially start calling her my co-pilot. And what's crazy is that name was initially for one woman specifically, but, it kind of, I thought the name was too dope just to give to her and let her keep it. So, yeah, I know that's kind of whack, but, shit, I never said I was the nicest of people. So yeah, I'll speak in code, or if I'm talking about a certain situation, I'll give it a little nickname, if you will. And, so Coded Language is basically going to be the breakdown of certain terms that I use. Like people will hear me use the term biddy or Bizzle, or I say something like "we out of this world," that's "we out of here, baby." That's my way of saying goodbye, or it's just, it's a process that's been going on ever since I started rapping. I'm a huge fan of Wu-Tang, and if you listen to them, sometimes you don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but it's so dope because you don't know. There's so much ambiguity in their music. It's like, damn, this shit dope, but I don't even know what the fuck they talking about. Me, I'm a real simple dude, but I'll toss a little bit of extracurriculars in just to switch it up a little bit, So Coded Language is basically gonna be like the breakdown of a lot of things that I say, and it's not gonna be so prevalent, if you will. Like, I'm telling you, I'm gonna break down a lot of stuff, but it's not gonna be like, okay, this is what this means, and this is what it, this is the term, and this is what it means. It's not gonna be like that. It'll be like that for the, just throughout the duration of the project. So, and that's why it's taking so long, or that's why I'm gonna take so long before I put it out, because I want to make sure that I, convey everything that I want to. And it's gonna be probably more personal than any project as well, because I'm going to be talking about a lot of things, and this may be the project where I put people's names into the situations and into the records that I'm talking about.
Definitely looking forward to that. Well, I feel like I've heard some of that style in some of your older music, like for instance, Good Riddance.
Yeah.
When the Money Comes.
When the Money Comes.
Yeah.
Those were two songs about two different ladies specifically. Well, check that. Good Riddance was, the first verse was about one particular woman, the second was about another. That's a 2-verse record. And then When the Money Comes, that's a song that's on Perfect Penmanship. That song, well, my parts were about one specific woman, and that's just a dope song. Shout out to Mia Chanel, who sang the hook and wrote an incredible verse on that album, on that song, I should say. So yeah, like I'm talking about real situations, like I say in When the Money Comes, full of abundance. This is the life we would dream about back when we were watching Teen Summit. Like, this is a girl that I have pretty much came up with. Teen Summit, we were shorties when that TV show was on. So came up with her, and then it just got to a point where we didn't see eye to eye, and I was just like, you know what, I'm done. Like, I know we've spent, over a decade in, but I don't want you anymore. So that's pretty much how the record came out. Good Riddance was the same, it's just, I'd rather just do that and know who I'm talking about rather than put that woman on blast, and everybody knows who I'm talking about. That's it's kind of whack to me. I don't think rappers should do that shit. Like, you already have the upper hand. You the rapper, and everybody's listening to you. You know what I'm saying?
Alright.
So, plus I don't like putting my business out there like that. So that's just my little way.
Gotcha. Alright, well, we definitely looking forward to that Coded Language album.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
It's coming.
Alright. Look out for it.